If you've ever been rear-ended by someone who drove off or hit by a driver who was, texting and acted like it wasn't their fault, you already know the value of having footage. The problem is, most dash cams are either way too expensive or so complicated to set up that they sit in your drawer. So let's go over the S50 Dash Cam. I'm gonna go over the key features of this, show you how it works, and talk about who this is for, all to help you make a better informed buying decision for your dash cam. So this is a 2-channel dash cam, front camera that sticks to your windshield with a suction mount, and a rear camera that mounts to the back of your vehicle with adhesive. And it's an entry-level system designed to be simple to install in any car, SUV, or truck. No subscription, no monthly anything, and it records to an SD card in the front unit here. Okay, so this is what you actually get here. So you've got the front camera, of course, with a 2-inch screen on the back here. Look at the side, there's where the SD card is. You can pop that on out. That's nice that it comes with one, and it is 32 gigabytes. So really cool that that is included. And you have the rear camera with its own mounting right here, and that swivels. And then you have the mounting hardware, and then you have a 360-degree suction cup. And then you have a long power cable for the front. So this goes into the front camera here. You have the lighter attachment here as well. So also the rear camera cable is 23 feet long. So you can see there's quite a lot of cable here, so you can easily get this into your back of your car without running out of cable. And you also have this little pry tool for tucking cables behind your trim. And what's nice here is it comes with everything you actually need. And a small thing that's worth mentioning, even though the listing says the SD card is included, as you saw, it does come with that 32 gigabyte card already. So this is enough to get you, running on day one. So a really complete package here. Okay, so let's go over some of the features here. So this has a 2560 by 1440 pixels on the front camera. Have a look at the camera right here. And then we have a 1080p on the rear camera here. So both are shooting through a 170-degree wide angle, 6-layer glass lens. So your front facing footage is more than twice the resolution of a standard 1080p dash cam. So if you need to read a license plate, 2 cars ahead, you've actually got a shot at it. So the whole point of a dash cam is being able to use the footage afterward. So most bargain dash cams shoot at 1080p front and 720p rear. And this one's pulling 2.5K up front, which puts it closer to mid-range territory in terms of clarity. So we'll go ahead and show you the camera right here. Go ahead and turn it on. Just press the power button on the side. There we can see on my desk, everything in front. So a really simple interface, 4 buttons to control the 4 menu options on the side right here. The top one is recording right there, taking a photo, locking it, and then turning the volume or the mic on and off. And then we can go ahead and plug this in and plug it in right here. And there we can see the rear camera. It's in the right-hand corner, and that's looking on my desk. So it's a really simple setup. It's really just plug it in and play. Okay, what's also nice is this has Starlight night vision. So a Starlight night vision sensor is paired with that 6-layer glass lens. So in low light parking lots, dusk, unlit roads, the camera is still capturing usable detail instead of washing everything out, into glare and shadows. So a lot of accidents happen at night, and a lot of cheap dash cams produce nighttime footage that's basically useless. So this is where the upgraded sensor actually pays off in real use here. And then this has built-in G sensor that detects sudden braking or impact. So the second the car experiences a jolt, the camera flags the segment of video and locks it so loop recording can't overwrite it. So that's really important with the dash cam. So without that, the footage of the actual moment of the accident gets overwritten as the SD card cycles. So one thing to keep in mind, the default sensitivity can be a little jumpy. You might want to dial it back a notch in settings so it's not locking, every pothole that you go over. Okay, and another great feature is the loop recording. So continuous loop recording onto the SD card. The system supports a 256 gigabyte card. So you never have to think about, managing storage. You can always upgrade this SD card. And when the card fills up, it just writes over the oldest unimportant footage, keeps going. So the included 32 gigabytes card holds a few hours of driving. It's fine for short commutes, but if you do a lot of long drives, upgrading to a bigger card is a cheap improvement here. So 24-hour parking mode monitor that activates after you install the optional V5F 3-core step-down line. So when the car is parked and off, the camera can stay, armed and start recording if anything bumps the vehicle. This is huge if you park on the street or in a public lot. Just keep in mind this only works if you install the hardwire kit, out of the box, plug into your cigarette lighter. It only records while the car is on. And as you already see, this is a really nice screen that we have, a 2-inch IPS screen, and has a screensaver function that dims it while driving. So you can easily play back footage on the camera without having to pull the SD card or connect to a computer. So most really cheap dash cams either have no screen or a tiny one that you can't read. And being able to confirm a recording on the spot without taking the SD card out saves you a lot of hassle if you're just in an accident. So let's have a look at some of the settings here. So press OK, so you can do that. Press this button to start recording, and it's recording in both cameras. And then we can go ahead and take a photo. And again, we can lock it here, and you can see that it'll lock up there also. And there's the mic on and off. Okay, and then we can go into the settings. So we have the resolution. It's hard to see, the one that's selected. This says 2.5K resolution. Go and click into it. There's the 2.5K which is selected, and then 1080p right below that. Let's go back out. And then we also have video length. Then we have record audio on and off. Again, we can turn that on and off with that button on the very bottom here with the microphone. Then we have the G sensor. Go into the G sensor here. We can choose how high we want to have this set. Right now it's right in the middle. Again, it's really hard to see, but we can change this however we'd like to see how sensitive it is to someone bumping into you. Okay, and then go down, go up a little bit. So then we have parking mode. We have the G sensor, that's what's sensing it. So the G sensor, closed, and then time lapse record. So those are our different options for the parking mode. We have timestamps, always good to keep those on. I don't really know why you'd want to turn those off. A few more, mirror flip, keep that closed. Screensaver, keep that closed as well. Key tone, go on and off with that. Speaker volume middle, boot the sound, language, date and time, summertime, format, default, and the version number. So quite a lot of options you can adjust here for such a budget dash cam. So really customizable. And then installing this thing on the suction mount is incredibly easy. We'll go ahead and unplug it. So what's nice is we have this little elbow wire that's gonna go in here, so it's not gonna get in the way like this other cable that I just had attached was doing. Still in the way, but we can just easily take it out and then plug it back in after. So just go ahead and move that forward and you are in, and you can easily rotate it around however you would like. And we can see how customizable it is. You get the exact position that you want. Okay, so who is this for? This is really for anyone who wants peace of mind on the road without spending the price of a really expensive dash cam. If you've been hit before or you live somewhere with a lot of distracted drivers, this is the kind of insurance you only need once for it to pay for itself. It also works really well as a gift for a new driver, a teenager, a parent, a spouse who's been in a couple of fender benders. This is really easy to install, it's straightforward as you saw, and you really don't have to be a tech person to install this at all. You just plug it in, stick it on the windshield, and you're ready to go. And it's great if you just want something simple, no app required, no GPS tracking, no speed indicator built into the video. The microphone can be turned off. It's just easy to set up, record on the road, and that's it. So who this is not for. So if you want every bell and whistle, built-in cellular, dual SIM, cloud backup, lane departure warnings, this isn't that camera. And there are higher end options that cost 2 or 3 times as much. And if you absolutely need 24-hour parking surveillance out of the box without doing any extra wiring, just keep in mind you'll need the optional hardwire kit for that to work. So in my opinion, this is definitely a dash cam worth checking out, especially if you're getting your first one or buying one as a gift. You're getting the 2.5K front recording, real night vision, G sensor lock, and a complete install kit, all in a system that's genuinely plug and play.